15 seconds. That's all it took. One clean uppercut. One massive statement. At Dirty Boxing 4 in Nashville, Olympic gold medalist Gable Steveson walked into the cage and walked out as one of the most feared prospects in combat sports today. Cut to slow motion replay from multiple angles. The punch, the fall, the ref stepping in. This wasn't a lucky shot. It was years of discipline, power, and precision packed into a single moment that left fans stunned and matchmakers whispering one name: Steveson. And with that knockout, Gable Steveson just sent a shockwave through the entire fight world, from the streets of Nashville to the offices of the UFC. Before we break it all down, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon, because today we're diving deep into the rise of one of the most dangerous athletes on the planet. Long before he ever threw a punch inside the dirty boxing cage, Gable Steveson was already a name written in sports history. Born in 2000 in Apple Valley, Minnesota, Gable grew up watching legends like Brock Lesnar, another University of Minnesota wrestler who would later conquer the UFC. But Steveson's path was different. He didn't just follow in those footsteps, he sprinted past them. At just 21 years old, he became the youngest freestyle super heavyweight gold medalist in Olympic history, a feat no American wrestler had ever achieved at that age. His mix of speed, control, and power made him unstoppable. He was a two-time NCAA champion, a two-time Dan Hodge Trophy winner, the wrestling equivalent of a Heisman Trophy, and an athlete who made history every time he stepped on the mat. But after his Olympic triumph, Gable did something unexpected. Instead of jumping straight into MMA, he explored every possible path. He tried professional wrestling with WWE, even signed with them briefly. He trained with NFL teams, exploring a potential career in football. But deep down, Gable Steveson knew his true battlefield wasn't entertainment, it was combat. He wasn't built to fake punches, he was built to throw real ones. So he made his move, stepping into the world of MMA and professional striking. And almost immediately, everyone watching knew this was different. This wasn't a wrestler trying to fight. This was a fighter who could wrestle. His first test came just last month at LFA 217 in Minnesota. Facing Braden Peterson, Gable Steveson entered the cage under the bright lights with a calm that most rookies don't have. The result? A brutal first-round finish via ground and pound. He didn't just win, he dominated. His wrestling base turned into control, his fists turned into hammers. And while most fighters take time to adjust from wrestling to striking, Steveson made it look effortless. The message was clear: the heavyweight division had a new problem on its hands. But what came next shocked even the fans. Dirty Boxing Force Championship is known for chaos, for raw, unfiltered violence. It's a promotion that thrives on unpredictable brawls and hard-hitting performances. And this time, the headliner wasn't a brawler or a street fighter, it was an Olympic gold medalist. Gable Steveson was stepping into the main event, a pure striking match, no wrestling allowed, against a man called Billy Big Sexy. Swanson was no joke, a 260-pound brawler with experience, knockout power, and a chip on his shoulder. But Steveson? He had something far scarier: discipline. The stage was set. Nashville, a sold-out crowd, two heavyweights, and a future champion waiting to announce himself. The bell rings. The crowd roars as the two giants step forward. Swanson throws a probing jab, casual, almost lazy. And then it happens. Steveson reads it, slips left, loads his hips, and fires an uppercut straight through Swanson's guard. It lands clean. Bone meets bone. The shock travels through the arena like thunder. Swanson's head snaps back. His knees buckle. He falls, lifeless, before he hits the canvas. The ref dives in. The fight's over. 15 seconds, that's all it took for Steveson to destroy a veteran fighter and make a statement that echoed through combat sports. Commentator voice: "Oh my God, 15 seconds? Steveson just erased him." Fans couldn't believe it. Wrestlers aren't supposed to punch like that. Heavyweights aren't supposed to move like that. But Gable Steveson isn't just another heavyweight. He's something else entirely. Moments later, microphone in hand, sweat still dripping, Steveson looks straight into the camera. He knows who's watching. Mick Maynard, the UFC's Vice President of Talent Relations, sitting in the front row. Gable Steveson, Mick, you've seen a little bit, but I hope to show a lot more. That wasn't trash talk. That was a promise. Steveson knows the next step. The UFC is the mountaintop, and he's already halfway up the climb. Even Jon Jones, arguably the greatest fighter in UFC history, was in his corner that night. If anyone knows what greatness looks like, it's him. While Steveson stole the show, Dirty Boxing 4 had fireworks across the card. Bryan Battle crushed Nick Cohoring in the co-main event, a vicious knockout that left fans speechless. Montavious Ware put on a technical masterclass, finishing Alexander Shank with surgical precision. Jaleel Willis delivered a devastating KO over Peter Stonanek, and veteran Francisco Trinaldo showed that age is just a number, winning his bout by decision. But none of it compared to the sight of a 15-second annihilation that headlined the night. What makes Gable Steveson special isn't just his power, it's his control, his confidence, his cold calm under pressure. He's built like a tank, but moves like a lightweight. His hands, now polished by world-class striking coaches, are catching up to his wrestling base. He's the rare kind of athlete that doesn't just win, he evolves with every round. After 2 pro fights, both ending early, Steveson is already being compared to names like Brock Lesnar and Daniel Cormier. But there's something different about him. He's not trying to be anyone else. He's building his own empire. "You can't teach what he has," said one commentator after the fight. "You can only watch and wonder." In just 15 seconds, Gable Steveson reminded the world that destiny doesn't take time. It takes opportunity. He walked into Nashville as a wrestler and walked out as one of the most feared strikers in combat sports. With UFC legends watching and fans begging for more, one thing is certain: Gable Steveson isn't done. He's just getting started. If you believe Gable Steveson belongs in the UFC, drop your thoughts below. Who should he fight first? Would you like to see him face Jon Jones someday? Let's hear your predictions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fight breakdowns, knockouts, and deep dive analyses right here on America Today. This was Gable Steveson. 15 seconds of destruction that changed everything.